The semiconductor business is booming. The level of investment and job creation is sometimes compared to the space race. Indiana is getting a piece of it, and as Aubrey Wright reports, colleges have an important role to play.
Angel and Ava are star students at Ivy Tech Community College's Semiconductor Summer Camp. The Bloomington South high schoolers won a soldering competition, coming out on top with the best-looking wires. They showed off their little blue robots in the Advanced Automation Lab. Angel says their robots can flash its lights, play songs, and do even more.
We have to learn each round and do all the equations in order to unlock these different moves.
Angel, Ava, and other high schoolers were in class for 2 weeks from 9 to 4. They got an introduction to the billion-dollar semiconductor industry.
We have been kind of taking them through the whole aspect of from the semiconductor being formed in a wafer to the whole production and packaging and out the door.
Semiconductors are small chips that are important in our day-to-day lives. They power phones, cars, spaceships, and just about anything with a computing system. The government got involved in production during the COVID-19 pandemic because of international supply chain problems. Congress passed the CHIPS and Science Act in 2022.
It's one of the most significant science and technology investments in our history.
Senator Todd Young helped create the CHIPS Act. This year, Young celebrated the opening of a $33 million enhanced semiconductor facility in Odin.
This partnership between public and private sector and higher ed will lead to even more investments, we know, from Enhanced and other companies that will help keep us safe in the 21st century.
That plant is one of 8 companies in Indiana that have pledged investments of more than $6 billion. The facilities are promising more than 2,000 jobs.
Indiana in the Midwest is really poised to take a more leading role in semiconductor manufacturing than they have historically. We have a lot of the pieces in place to help drive that, and particularly our universities.
The Institute leads the Silicon Crossroads Microelectronic Commons Hub. It received CHIPS Act funding, partially for workforce development. The semiconductor and microelectronic industry relies on people skilled in advanced automation. Hamilton says to be competitive, U.S. manufacturing has to be as automated as possible.
The lower number of actual human people you have in the process, the more competitive we can be, because that levels the playing field.
The Silicon Crossroads Hub is focusing on training all ages and levels of education. Hamilton spoke to the Ivy Tech summer campers, telling them these jobs are going to be the middle-class, well-paying jobs of the future.
The blue-collar jobs of 2 or 3 decades ago are going away.
Having just a high school diploma won't be enough. Workers have to know how the machines work, how to repair them, and how to program them. And then they will have to keep learning as the machines evolve.
It's not a one-time I learn it and then I'm good for the next 40 years. It's a continuous educational process.
Back at Ivy Tech Bloomington, a new semiconductor program with updated robotics is launching. The summer camp was a brand new program, and Green says the students loved it.
It is just like anything else we teach here at Ivy Tech. It's just automation.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Aubrey Wright.
Ivy Tech Bloomington's new semiconductor program opens this fall for South Central Indiana students. It follows in the footsteps of other Ivy Tech locations.